Alright, so are we live? Yes, we are. Alright, so my name is Calvin Valentine, if you don't already know, the creator of what? Live to make history. I'm gonna go straight into a tip today, a tip that actually does help. How to basically bulk or build muscle effectively. So how to bulk, or should I say build muscle effectively whilst gaining minimal amount of body fat. So stay tuned, and of course, as I always say, this video will reveal everything. So you ready? Let's go. Wow! Alright, so let's break this down and get straight to the point. So I'm going to give you 8. I will be giving you 8 tips you could use to help you bulk and build muscle effectively while, of course, gaining minimal amount of body fat. So are we ready? So tip number 1. Tip number 1 you need to be doing is stop skipping the skipping rope. Stop skipping breakfast. You want to bulk, you want to gain muscle, you need to be eating breakfast. It spikes you up in the morning, it gets you going, of course it mobilizes you for the rest of the day. If you don't start your day right, you're not going to end your day right. You need to be consuming breakfast in your diet. Of course, if you're not a breakfast person, it's fine, just have something small, even if it's just like omelets and a bit of toast. You need to be having breakfast. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, not trying to go too technical, trying to just make it basic for you so you understand how to manipulate things. You need to be consuming breakfast in your diet, and of course it speeds up your metabolism over time, so you want to be consuming breakfast in your diet. Stop cutting out breakfast. I want to see you at that breakfast table. Let's go. So tip number 2. You want to make sure you're eating consistently. Yes, you need to be eating consistently every few hours. Like, okay, I understand. Oh no, I'm gonna gain body fat. That's not how it works. The reason why you are realistically not seeing the results that you're getting or gaining body fat is because you're eating inconsistently and irregularly. So you want to bulk effectively, you want to be consuming calories over time. I'm not trying to say you have to eat as much carbs as possible or protein, etc. You just want to eat consistently. Get your body used to eating consistently. Start to spike up that metabolism so you're able to continue to burn off the energy and be used as fuel. But of course, you want to be eating a bit more than you usually do. So breaking it down, you want to bulk, you need to be eating consistently. Like, I'm not saying eat large meals, you want to eat small meals consistently during the day so your body just get used to it. Forget everything else for now, forget all these numbers here and there. Focus on getting more fuel into the body during the day so you can continue to keep elevating your gains. So please start eating consistently more during the day. Whew. So tip number 3. Start eating protein with every meal. So this could be tuna, this could be red meat, this could be chicken, this could be eggs. If you're vegan, this could be beans. Like, there's so much ways you can continue to add protein, even cheaply and affordable, into your diet to continue for you to bulk or effectively build that muscle. Like, for example, let's just break this down quickly. Like, for example, I am 95 kg, so I'll be eating roughly about 200 grams of protein a day, roughly. So you just want to make sure, I don't want to give you all these crazy numbers, I'm trying to make it simple for you for now. You want to make sure you are eating protein with every meal. I would say at least 20 to 30 grams of protein in a meal. So realistically, you want to be having about 2.2 grams per kg of protein. If it's too complicated, I'm trying to make it simple. Just try eat protein for now with every meal you consume, so you're continuing to bulk and build muscle effectively. So tip number 4. This is another tip that is easier said than done, that most people, even myself, sometimes can neglect. Start eating more fruit and veg. Yes, with every meal. Like fruit and veg has so many minerals and vitamins and antioxidants that you need to be putting into your body. So start, of course, eating more fruits and veg into your, obviously, meals. Why? But why? Of course, it keeps you full. So you're less likely going to go and crave and go and get something else. It keeps you full during the day. So you're not likely to go and consume more on carbs. For example, high glycemic carbs like white rice, which gets you hungry quicker. Dropped a video on that. I'm going to add that link below as well. Just breaking this down. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, but try and eat more fruit and veg with every meal, or almost every meal if you can. At least try and make it at least 2 or 3 meals in a day when you're eating fruits and veg. Let's go! So tip number 5. Linking to what I just said previously about the carbs, be careful of the carbs you are consuming. If you're eating too much high glycemic, so high glycemic, how much it's released into your bloodstream a lot quicker. So if you're consuming high glycemic carbs a lot, you're going to feel more hungry, which means you're going to eat a bit more, which means you're going to gain, of course you're going to bulk, but you're going to be gaining, unnecessary body fat you don't need. So try and eat carbs at certain times in the day. I'm not trying to make it, specific for you because I don't know your lifestyle. But it depends. Are you an ectomorph? Are you a mesomorph? Are you endomorphs? Are you naturally skinny? Are you naturally muscular if you didn't train? Are you naturally, are you more big on the other end? So it depends how you can manipulate your carbs, but you just be careful. Like for example, me, I need carbs in the morning. I'm an ectomorph naturally. If I don't train or anything, I am naturally an ectomorph. So I naturally need more carbs than most people. But you seem to work. What is your body type? For example, some people might not like carbs late before bed. It's just what works for you. But watch out for your carbs and try and replace it with other stuff like veg, as I've just said previously before. Just be careful of your carbs. So, tip number 6, healthy chicken. You need to be eating healthy fats. Healthy fats like your olive oil, even your eggs. There's so much properties in the healthy fats that you need to be putting into your system. Don't neglect your healthy fats because it does aid in fat loss when used and utilized correctly. And of course, the calorie count will add into a healthy bulk. And of course, it's digested slowly. Tip number 7, drink plenty juice. I've said this before, drink plenty water. Like water itself, the word is just, it's bigger than myself. Everyone knows, well, why you must be drinking water. Water is very healthy. You want to be flushing your toxins out. Like I say this every time, the word itself is bigger than myself. I say this every time. We all know we need to be consuming more water. Are you guilty? Are you guilty of not consuming enough water? You need to be putting that into your system if you want to bulk effectively. Like, why wouldn't you be consuming more water into your system? It doesn't matter if you train a lot or you don't train, you need to be consuming water into your system. Of course, if you train, you're going to need more water than your average person. So if you took one tip out of all of these 8 tips, water is probably one of the most important factors. You must be consuming water. I can go on and on and on about water. Dehydration helps with food regulation, uptake. It just goes on and on. You need to be consuming water. That's just breaking it down to basics. Start consuming more water into your system. We are human beings. We are 70% made of water. So why are you not consuming water into your system? Does not sound right. So start consuming more water into your system. Final tip. Tip number 8. You probably see this every time. Easier said than done. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. So avoid processed food or eat it in small amounts. Start eating more whole foods, so more natural kind of food. So like rice, eggs, oats, buy your own like chicken and red meat and cook it yourself, like, because you know what you're putting into your ingredients. Start eating more whole foods consistently and keep the processed food at a minimum. I'm not going to say cut it out because you still need to live your life. Have it in small amounts and continue to elevate your gains. You want to see less fat build up, right? So start eating more whole foods into your system. Put it into your system. You're going to feel a whole lot better. I'm telling you, oh, it doesn't taste well, X, Y, this. Like, no, you just need to learn how to cook it a bit better. I'm telling you, start eating more whole foods into your diet. And I'm telling you, you will bulk effectively. It's literally that simple. I literally try to make this simple, that I know these equations in here. I'm just trying to make it simple why you need to be having and using these tips if you want to bulk effectively while still gaining minimum amount of body fat. But one of the main important ones for just breaking this down, water of course consistently, and eating consistently every few hours, and adding protein into your meals. So take these tips, use them. I'm telling you, you will bulk up effectively. Make it happen for yourselves. Why? Because as I keep saying, we have one life. So let's go out there, let's continue to live to make history. Why? Because you and I have one life.